let people know, do not buy from Rudsak. They do not care about their customers. Their loyalty lies somewhere else. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ebony Lala here, and today I'm just doing a video on my experience with a brand called Rudsak. This is a Montreal based brand, so it is a Canadian brand, which I thought would be really good. They had a really nice style jacket, and I really wanted a nice jacket this year. I thought this place would be a great place to get it from. I've heard really good things about it, and I've also heard that the quality is really good. I've seen some comments about the bad quality, but I surpassed that because I felt like the good was better than the bad. Unfortunately, I've had a bad experience, and I really want to tell you guys about it because do not buy from them. Just don't. Customer service is absolutely horrible. The quality, it's a warm jacket, but the quality of the jacket is not up to par for me personally. And obviously the warranty sucks, absolutely sucks. They're supposed to be a high quality company. The fur and the leather, yeah, it's real. The fur is really nice. I think that it lasts long. Well, I'm not sure actually. I haven't even had the jacket for that long. I really like how the fur is. It feels really soft. It feels real. The leather is also real. They use lamb leather. So the fur is rabbit and raccoon. So let me just get right into what happened to me, because I'm honestly very upset and very disappointed in the company itself. The amount of money that I've spent in this company, like on their products, it's absolutely ridiculous. First of all, how long did I even have these jackets for? Rudsak, they sell jackets, they sell shoes, they sell bags, and they're supposed to be all really quality, high-end products. And they have a new collection every season. I'm not gonna lie, I love how they look. They have a great look to them. But let me get into my story. So let me see. Sorry, let me just check when's the day I bought my first jacket. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at a picture of my receipt. I take a picture of all my receipts that are higher than $500. Any receipt that's higher than $500, I usually take a picture of it just in case. Yeah, so I bought this last year, September. It was September 26th, so it was end of September, and everybody knows from September all the way to around November, it was still pretty warm outside. You didn't need a huge jacket, right? So I went to the store 3 times to check out this same jacket. It's the Grace jacket. It's really nice. It's like that, the vagina coat with the nice fur. I wanted the all black look. I thought it was just very sleek and sexy, and I loved the all black look for my jacket because that's the jacket that I wanted for this year. So I get that jacket. I went to the store 3 times prior, making sure that I'm asking a lot of questions about the quality. They're like, honestly, your jacket, you shouldn't have to do any repairs to or anything like that. We don't get a lot of people coming in for repairs and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay. So I got the Grace jacket that has the 2 leather sleeves. It's a very warm coat, and it has the fur all over the hood. And I got that jacket, and I absolutely loved it. It was so warm. So I went back to Rudsak because I thought that the jacket was really warm. I went back to Rudsak, got myself another jacket from them for $500. So the first jacket that I spent was $1,000. The second jacket that I spent was $500. Okay? So now I feel like, me personally, I am a loyal customer. I bought 2 jackets from them in less than less than 3 months. So I'm gonna go and get myself another jacket, like a everyday jacket, because I think this is too nice to wear to work or anything like that. I still did have my other jacket from Sirens that I bought like 3 or 2 years prior, so I was wearing that to work and stuff, and I was only wearing this when I went out. I bought all the creams, I bought all the sprays that they told me to spray the jacket every week, all this stuff, because I want to make sure that my jacket lasts long. For $1,000, I think my jacket should last. I really do. Unfortunately, it did not. So I go and buy this other jacket. The second jacket that I bought is called the Maya. The Maya is a lot more simple. It does not really have the leather accents, other than like where the zipper is placed, and you know, it was more of like a regular jacket. The only thing that was different about it is it had like the leather accents on it for where the zippers are placed, and it also has a real fur, and it was extremely warm. So I got that because I didn't want to wear my other jacket real often. I got that jacket to wear to work, wear to school, just like an everyday jacket. Me personally, I really like to be warm, and I still like to be stylish. So I bought another jacket, and I bought that at the end of December, so I would say around like the 23rd, like really close to Christmas. And I had the jacket for about 2 weeks, and I realized that the trim on the jacket, like where my zipper is, the threading was coming out. So I called Rudsak Inc. to talk about my jacket. I'm like, I bought it like 2 weeks ago, and I'm upset that I paid $500 and the thread's coming out. So they're like, okay, we'll see what we can do. Like, do you have a receipt? Blah blah blah. I didn't have my receipt, but I had. When I do big purchases, I usually do it on a credit card. Why? Because then you're able to track it even if you don't have the receipt. Yeah, so I showed them through my credit card statements, and they're like, okay, we'll see what we can do. They didn't have my jacket in stock anymore, so then I had to get the same Maya jacket but in a different color, so I got it in the green. Originally, I had it in like a navy blue. I didn't mind the green. I thought it was pretty cute. Like, I like the army color. Fast forward, now it is around March, I would say March 20th. And now let's go back to my Grace jacket. So this right here is my Grace jacket. This has the beautiful fur. It has the leather trim over here. It has the leather sleeves. Nice leather sleeves that I love so much. And it has where you can put your hands in, and it has a hole, so like if you're not wearing gloves, you can still hold your steering wheel and not be too cold. It also has the inside pocket where you can store stuff. It has 2 pockets on the side. It has the leather trim where the zippers are and whatever. So here, as you can see, my jacket is ripped. How did it rip? I'm not really sure. So I called them. Now I called Rudsak Inc. and told them about my jacket and how I was telling them about my jacket and how it ripped or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, I was basically telling them how much I spent and everything like that. And they're telling me that I have to pay a fee of $80 to get my sleeve repaired. I haven't even had the jacket for a year yet. I really don't believe I should be paying anything. I don't feel like the jacket should have ripped that easily because I take really good care of my jacket. So I don't believe I should be paying for it. The answer they gave me was, it's policy. So as a loyal customer, I buy 2 jackets from you guys in less than 6 months, and the warranty for the other jacket is still available, and you won't give it to me on the other jacket. When you guys do know that from September to around November, it wasn't even cold like a winter. It wasn't a winter cold yet. It wasn't. Like, I'm just very upset. So I called them and they told me the procedure, whatever the case may be. And I said to myself, like, I don't think that I should have to pay for this after I'm a loyal customer. I did all the things that you guys told me to do. I don't believe I should be paying for it. It hasn't even been a year, so the wear and tear can't even be that strong. I use all the creams, I use everything. And I don't do much with my jacket. I seriously don't. Like, it's not like I go on a bus or I do things where there's a lot of people around. It's more so I go in my car, I come out. When I take off my jacket anywhere, it's with me, so I know what's going on with my jacket. When you spend a lot of money on something, you take care of it. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not just gonna have your car and make sure you park beside somebody who parks really badly all the time so you can get scratches on your car. That's not how things work. It doesn't work that way. So now I call them and they're still giving me the second jacket that I bought, the Maya, and the trim, let me show you what I mean by the trim. So here we go. Here's my Maya. The trim here, the trim right here, with the leather trim, this was coming out, and that was coming out within the first 2 weeks of me having the jacket. I feel like the Maya jacket may be extremely cheap because I haven't had this for that long, and there's a rip in it here. There's like a rip right here, like a small little rip. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really small. It's really small, but like, quality of the jacket can't be that good if it has a rip. I'm sorry, but I've had a jacket from Sirens. I paid only like $130 for that. I had that jacket for 2.5 years. Nothing ever happened to that jacket. Nothing. It never ripped. It was warm. I wore it everywhere. I wore it to work. I wore it to school. I wore it out. I wore it everywhere. So that wear and tear there, I feel like that would have happened to that jacket. The Sirens jacket that I had. Not to some $500 jacket that I got. And I've had that jacket for 2.5 years. I had the jacket for 2.5 years, and at the end of last year's winter, the zipper broke on me. Obviously, I'm not going to ask for any kind of thing because it was 2.5 years in. Why the hell am I going to ask for that? This has only been 6 months. 6 months. When I called them the second time, I asked for help. I was like, oh, I made a call a few days ago, and you guys said you're gonna get back to me with a supervisor and see what they can do for me. Oh, the supervisor's gonna, you don't need to talk to a supervisor. This is what the lady's telling me. So, oh, you don't need to talk to a supervisor. They're gonna tell you the same thing as me, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I understand that you think that the supervisor may do the same thing for me, but I don't want to talk to you anymore. You weren't really helping me, and I want somebody who's more willing to help me. She was rude, okay? She's like, well, what I can do is I'll take your number down and I'll have them call you. I waited a week. Nobody called me. Oh, our supervisor's super busy, so he may not call you. Why didn't you give me that information the first time I called? You didn't give me that information. You just did that and thought I wasn't gonna call back. Horrible. Third time I called. So the third time I called, I was like, hi. This is after I didn't get a call back from the week. I was like, hi, I'm just calling in regards to my jacket. She said hello. She said hello, which is polite. And I told her I'm calling in regards to my jacket. And she's like, so what do you want? Excuse me? What do I want? Did I not tell you I was just calling in regards to my jacket? Lady, think. I'm like, I had a problem with my jacket. My jacket's ripped, and I would like to talk to somebody about it. She's like, okay. Her tone, absolutely unacceptable. The way she answered me, absolutely unacceptable. What type of customer service is that? And I'm sorry, I'm telling these people my story. Nobody apologized once. Nobody apologized once. for talking about, like, I told them, why is their quality so bad if I'm paying this much money? Nobody said anything about it. Nobody even gave me any type of empathy, any type of sympathy. Everybody was rude and just out of line. The second lady, I think this is the lady that keeps emailing me, Shannon, or yeah, let me see what her name is, because let me have some names to tell you guys, because this is like, they're just, I'm just so disappointed in Rudsak, and I will never buy a jacket from them ever again. So I was talking to Sanan. So the girl Sanan I talked to, and I was telling her my story. She never apologized. She never really tried to help me or give me any other options. Like, I had to like dig them out of her. I'm like, I don't want to pay $80 after I paid $1,000 for this jacket, and I haven't even had it for a year. Like, I understand if I have at least had it for a year. It hasn't even been a year yet. It hasn't even been 9 months. It hasn't even been enough time for me to even have a little child. Nothing. Like, this is like 6 months isn't long. 6 months isn't long at all. So I don't know why she's whining like I had the jacket for 2 years and I'm complaining for no reason. Like, that really pissed me off the entire time. And then I call and I'm telling her again, like, I don't want to pay, like, what are my other options? She's like, there is no other options. That's policy. That's policy. No, honey. This is not how it works. You need to let me know every single option I can have. You don't tell me that's policy and that's the only thing you can do for me. Do not tell me that, because I know there's loopholes. I know that. I'm in customer service myself. Doesn't matter if I'm in the food industry or in retail industry, there are loopholes. And I don't really give a shit what you're telling me, because that's not true. You guys are like $1 billion company. Don't tell me you can't give me a friggin' sleeve for no money. The amount of people that other people that are paying the $80 sleeve thing, no, I don't think it's right. Like, if I had it after a year, yo, I would have paid the $80 and done. And done. It hasn't even been a year. I bought 2 jackets from you guys. One of them, the seam's not good. Second one, the jacket rips. This one, the next one that I got with that had the seam rip, which is the Maya, there's a hole in it. And it's barely been any time. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously. You gotta be kidding me. So now I'm talking to Sanan on the phone or whatever, and I'm like, I really find that your policy isn't valid or isn't good, especially for the amount of money I'm paying, and I believe that I should get the sleeve for free. I do believe that. And then I'm like, I really find that your policy is actually kind of stupid. She's like, oh, this is what she said to me. She said, don't threaten me because I will be hanging up the phone. Did I threaten you? Then I asked her, I said, would you hang up the phone? I didn't threaten you. Obviously, I'm frustrated about the product that you guys have given me and what I paid for, and I feel like the value, I didn't get my value for the jacket. I didn't get the value at all. Let me tell you, I bought what did I buy yesterday? I bought a Coach bag yesterday. Okay? It was on sale. And you could ask me what happens for a year. What happens if it gets a rip in the bag, if the zipper doesn't work, if the tear doesn't work? For a year I'll be able to get another bag if something happens to it. Call them up, let them know what's happening, because they value their customers. Rudsak does not value their customers. If they valued their customers, this wouldn't be happening. I was very loyal to them and they really screwed me over. I don't care if that's your policy. Don't worry, I will never be buying from you again. If anybody tells me they like my jacket, I'll say, you know what? It looks nice, but it's not good quality. Don't buy it. It's not worth it. It really isn't. I should have went with a massage. You know, my boyfriend was telling me, why don't you just go with a massage with me? get a Macaj jacket. They have a year warranty. I should have went with the Macaj. I should have never went with Rudsak. Rudsak is a cheap knockoff of Macaj, and now I know that. So everybody, do not buy from Rudsak. Anybody who says, oh, Rudsak is so good, so this and that, no, don't buy from them. First of all, they're rude. Second of all, they're rude. Third of all, they're rude, and they don't want to help you with any of your anything that happens to the jacket. They don't value their customers. They don't stand 100% behind their product because they expect the customer to still pay after it hasn't even been a year. I don't think that's right. What I did do is I found the CEO on LinkedIn, and I did email him talking about the customer service and how I felt like I was treated. I felt like I was treated very horribly. And I hope this gets back to him and till now I still haven't heard from the supervisor from like the 5th time I've called. So I guess there's just no, like, usually when you do call head office, they're able to help you out, or they are able to make things right. Unfortunately, they aren't able to make things right with me, and I just think they're a horrible company to buy from, just because I feel like their product isn't quality driven. I don't think they really value their customers, and they don't realize that their customers make the brand their brand. Like, you have to realize that. And this is like my first time ever dealing with Rudsak, so they weren't able to make it right. I will never be buying from them. I'm utterly disgusted at how I was treated, and I would never buy from them again, and I would never recommend their brand. Really and truly, like, I think I want to buy another jacket this year so I don't have to rock their brand and sell my jackets to, or just give them to the homeless, because I'm very upset. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very upset, and I really don't want to be promoting their brand by walking around with their jacket. Point blank period. I would give it to a shelter. I'd probably give it to Goodwill or something, and hopefully I can get another jacket by a better brand who actually values their customers, because I think this is absolutely ridiculous, and that's just the truth. But hopefully, if somebody else out there has dealt with Rudsak, hopefully you had a better experience with them than I did. And you know what, like, honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the Rudsak people, let them know my video is up, and I want them to watch it, because what they said to me and how they approached me, and the delivery that they had, either they need more training or something, especially the tone of voice that they're using on the phone. And yeah, like, I'm finishing school in public relations, and I just feel like the way they act really reflects on the product. It's barely been 6 months. Like, that's what irritates me. $1,500 down the drain. That's all I have to say. Like, I really want to give these jackets away. Luckily, it's spring, and I have spring jackets from Guess and Forever 21 that haven't ripped on me, and they were like $20 and $40. So, like, do you see where I'm going with this? Like, Siren's jacket, $130 or $40, 2.5 years. The Forever 21 leather jacket that I have, probably 2 years now. The Guess bomber jacket that I have, a year. Nothing's happened to it. They were absolutely, like, disgustingly rude, and I'm very disappointed. It's like a high-end, supposed to be a high-end company, and they're acting worse than Dollarama. So sorry, but That's what you're acting like. You act like there's like, yeah, I'm just really sorry, but that's what it is. Sorry to say, but that's what it is. They just, no. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's my experience. I really wish it went differently, but please share, like this video, and let people know, do not buy from Rudsak. They do not care about their customers. Their loyalty lies somewhere else, not with the people who buy from them. I'm not impressed. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my story. And I really hope that this helps you out when purchasing a winter jacket or a jacket at all.